Oi my friends, it's Irene in here. So today bringing you another demo of an Otome game, and this one I do suppose it's like a Chinese one because of what is written in there, and it's called Thesis of Love. Thesis, yeah. And it's from developer ThunderBanana, and it says, let me check in here, yeah, it says meet Shizuki, which you can change the name, a sociology student who joins the computer science master's program at Chishima Institute of Technology. Chishima. Actually, they have, like, in Japan, they have like an institute of technology, but it is in Shiba. It'd be like something to kind of like relate. Chishima. Okay. So meet Shizuki, a sociology student who joins the computer science master's program at Chishima Institute of Technology, hoping to become worthy of her crush. There, she finds herself in the same research group as Masaki and Tetsu, plus their teaching assistant. This is like a Chinese name. The other ones were Japanese, and her name seems Japanese too, but this guy seems to have a Chinese name. This name in Chinese would probably actually be like Yonhi. I think it's like that they would say it. But let's put it in a more like English kind of sound like name. Yonhi. Let's call him Yonhi. Although I think it's a Chinese name, and I'm not sure because I do not know Chinese. I only know some words and stuff like that. And I think it's Yonhi. Yonhi. I think it's kind of like that, but I don't want to. I prefer to say it like in an English way. So let's say Yonhi. Plus their teaching assistant Yonhi. She has no idea what unexpected journey lies ahead. Chishima is a massive artificial island nation in the Pacific Ocean. Founded by Eastern Asian immigrants, this young nation actively embraces Western culture and values. Like everyone else growing up on the island, Shizuki comes from a traditional Asian family but receives Western education. These two distinct cultures interweave deeply in the islanders' daily lives, profoundly influencing how young people view love and relationships. And this is like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one, how we are going to feel about it, because they say that all the love interests are trapped in toxic relationships. Are we talking about a game with lots of baggage, like the other one that we play, like baggage? I don't know. Your choices may lead them to different paths. Pursue two characters at the same time to unlock the unique love triangle. I'm actually not a fan of the love triangles, but I mean, it's fine. There are people that like those, so I'm not going to complain about it. Inventory, cooking, dating. Oh my god, is this going to be a management one? Already regretting. Okay, I have to deal with this. And I'm seeing the guys. So Masaki, Tetsu, Yonhi. Okay. Oh, they are saying the game contains complex romantic relationships and themes of infidelity. Oh my god. All love interests start with existing romantic entanglements, and players may become involved as the third wheel, basically third party in certain routes. This game contains mature themes including sexual content, a cell phone, not suitable for all audiences. Okay. Yeah, I do not know. I think we're going to deal with the situation in here. Let's see how I am going to feel about it, because yeah, let's get this music out. Oh, okay, where are we? Because I am not like, some people are totally fine with playing these types of situations of you being the third wheel and infidelity and all of it, treason. I am not the best person to be playing this type of games, because I never had a relationship where infidelity wasn't present. Yes, never, ever, 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 ever. All of my relationships went to chaos because of that. So I never want to be the person that is going to be in there and is going to destroy the other relationship. But that doesn't mean that you are not the third wheel and you do not know about it. And that actually happened to me too. So how can I have like a good view of a guy, right? When I went to a lot of relationships where I always got switched by another woman and man, with one of them even. Or the guy that I was dating was actually married to another person, and I did not knew about the situation, and he was going to have a kid. So like guys, it's actually funny that like guys are like, oh, you are the ones that are always saying that we only think about other women and we only betray you. And when you pass like a whole freaking life dealing with that all the time, you're like, it's yeah, how can I have like another view of men when it's like that, you know? So whatever, but that's why I'm like saying, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel towards this type of game. Okay, I do not know. So let's see how this is going to work. Can you hear me? First, could you tell me your name? We can continue being Shizuki. It's totally fine. We can be Shizuki. Are you sure about Shizuki? This name will stay with you throughout the entire journey and can be changed in future playthroughs. Oh, really? Well, that's fine. Yes, it's fine. I'm totally fine with the name. Very well, Shizuki. And before you meet him, before I met him, it's not met because in here it's still in the future. Okay, 7. Sorry, give me one bit. I always do this. It's because I forget. Okay. Please select main character's initial experience. Have never dated or had sex. Well, this is the definition of a true, pure, they call it pure, Otome game. Otome is like maiden. So you are supposed to never have dated or never had sex. Okay, that is the true definition of an Otome. Okay. Have dated but no sex. Well, I am old, okay? I have dated and I had sex already. Do I want our Shizuki to be like me? I do not know. Yeah, let's put her as, since we're going to have like some triangles in here and all of it, let's put her as an experienced type of woman. I do miss having like these type of games with more experienced women that actually had relationships and all of it. Why? Because I am old right now, and sometimes, like a lot of times, the Otome games feel very young to me. Do you understand? It's like, oh, I never even been kissed, and I'm like, oh my god, like my days during like school time, I mean, it's been a really, 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 really long time, okay? So it's like, For me, it's like, oh my god, sometimes I feel that, I cannot relate. But Otome, it actually relates to a maiden. And what we are lacking is what I would call josei. Josei is already an adult woman. But it's kind of funny that in Japan they do not have games that are categorized as josei games. They do not have. So it's like, even if it's an adult type of game, they still call it Otome game. It's kind of crazy, right? But yeah, what I kind of like is more josei type of games, because I'm kind of like tired because of my age. I'm a bit tired with Otome games. So you've selected have dated and had sex. Let's see how this goes. Is it right? This setting affects the story and can be changed. Oh, this one can be changed. The other one I could not, but this one can. Yes, she's an experienced woman. I see. I shall grant your wish and take you back to that summer before destiny brought you together. It's kind of a thing that I would say this is like a tiny little thing that feels very Chinese, which is using the red color for emphasizing things. And I'm not talking about them being communists or something. Okay, it's because red for them has another type of connection that in the Western, we do not connect this color to the same meanings, okay? Like in the Western and in the East, we do not connect colors in the same way. But it's kind of funny that they are using the reds, because the reds for them have a lot of meaning, and it's always like meanings related to good things, okay? And that's why I was like, that brought you together, and it's like in red, like it's like a red string kind of thing. Do you understand? So summer 2024. 24, okay. White Sand Library. Maybe I should put it more like they say, like the door's not opening. The constant buzz of cicadas fills the air as the blazing sun overhead makes my head spin with drowsiness. My damp bangs cling to my sticky forehead. I'm supposed to duck into the public library's intense air conditioning, but instead I'm met with closed doors. I find myself frozen in place, staring blankly at the notice posted on the glass door. I mean, if you are frozen, you do not need to get inside, okay? You're not sweaty anymore. I'm joking. This is like, has nothing to do with it. In celebration of Independence Day, the library will be closed this Thursday. Oh. It's like 4th of July, right? I don't actually know. I'm sorry, yeah. But I think it's like 4th of July for the Americans, right? I think it's like that. Seriously. I've been so focused on studying lately that I completely forgot the library would be closed for the Independence Day. Where should I study today? I really don't want to go back to that suffocating home. Maybe I should go to a friend's house? Haruka should be home right now. I take out my phone about to call her when I suddenly remember something. Computer science graduate program, which school? My first choice is Chishima Institute of Technology. CIT, isn't that way too difficult? We are liberal arts students. Applying directly to the country's top computer science program is just a pipe dream. If I can just pass the exam. I just want you to face reality and not waste your time. My thumb hovering over the call button finally retreats. Next is the first choice in the game. It will shape main characters' inner thoughts. Okay. It won't directly change the story, but it will affect your chaos. High chaos lets the main character trust her instincts and heart. Low chaos keeps her thoughtful and controlled. I actually think that she actually said that because she might care about this. Like, sometimes we have a tendency, like, I bet most of you are probably thinking, I want to listen because she's just being like this type of person. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes people say this because they are being thoughtful and being caring, and they are like thinking, it might be a bit too much for you. Are you certain you don't want to, try another thing? And so I'm going to think she cares about me. I don't know if this person is a good person or a bad person. I don't know. We'll see it. Oh, -12. She must be worried that I won't make it. Yeah. I actually probably would think like that. We have a tendency, I've said this on other gameplays, which is like we have a tendency to be very negative about people saying things about us and criticizing us, and sometimes people actually do this because they are being worried about us, but it's hard for us to take this, okay? That's why I was like, let's put it in this way. Haruka has always been straightforward. Applying for a master's degree in a different field is already challenging, especially when switching from sociology. So like I was probably being right, which is like, so she was in sociology and now she's switching to computer science, especially to a kind of an institute that only takes like probably top high students. Yeah, I would probably accept my friend like telling me, really, Irene, are you sure you want to go there? It's really hard. You can think about another options, See, but I'm not giving up. I have to at least try. Sure, I do think that too. If I go to her house to study for grad school admission, I'll probably just get another lecture. Better not to go to her. In the end, I went home after all. To make matters worse, Dad is home too, probably because it's Independence Day. He didn't go to the store and is sitting in the dining room reading the newspaper. Why are you back? The library is closed. Oh, right. I've already talked to your aunt about the job opening. You should really make up your mind soon. I've already told you I'm preparing for graduate school applications. Computer science isn't a subject for girls. Yeah, kind of like an old-fashioned type of dad. But let me tell you something, that actually computer science nowadays, it's something that you really should take seriously because, yeah, all of the future jobs are actually related to that. AI is gaining like a real advantage nowadays, and yeah. I can't believe Dad still has some old-fashioned ideas. For the past 20 years, Chishima has fully adopted the American education system. Growing up, we were always told we could be whatever we wanted. Dad moved here straight from Japan. Guess he'll never understand. Yeah, I think like most of us, like in my generation and even younger, we were told that we could just go and do whatever we wanted, with our studies. Unless you are Asian, yes. Because, yeah, then your parents are going to tell you what you should do. I'm sorry, people from Asia. I'm sorry. But you do kind of have that. I'm not lying. You do have that. Your parents kind of like force you. But most of us, let's say like that, most of us, we kind of like do take whatever in terms of like courses. We kind of like do take whatever we want to. And sometimes that's not what I was going to say. Like, that's not actually the best idea. But yeah, because sometimes you end up like me, you end up like not choosing the best in terms of jobs afterwards, you know. Yeah. But I don't want to enter data. Some say like data. Like, I think in America it's like data. In Great Britain is like data, right? I don't know. I would say data. And enter data all day at City Hall. Do you know how many companies went bankrupt last year? Having a stable job in times like these, you should be counting your lucky stars. And let's be real here, forget about whether you can even get in. Even if some miracle happened and you did get accepted, have you seen those tuition fees? Yeah. I'm going to say indeed, because it is. Yeah. I know very well that with our current financial situation, my family can't afford to support my further education. During the pandemic, tourist industry took a huge hit worldwide, and Dad's noodle shop nearly went bankrupt. We barely made it through on our savings and Mom's book royalties. I've never thought about all this already. No, I've thought, never thought. It's kind of navigating in my mind. I've thought about all this already. I'll apply for student loans. Oh, God, really? Really, girl? Okay, if I can't get them, I won't go. Okay. Unlike in the US, Chishima student loans are issued by non-profit government agencies. They are interest-free for life with super flexible repayment terms. Let me try to take it as something that is true. I do not believe it. The approval process is pretty strict though. They check both your family's finances and your grades. Only a handful of students get approved. Okay, so they are trying to tell us that it's more like a sponsorship kind of loans. Is that? Is it that? I don't know. Kind of feels like. My undergraduate grades were decent enough. Based on past standards, I might have a shot. Don't make it sound so simple. I need to study now. Wait, I'm not finished. Ignoring his upcoming lecture, I escaped to my room like a refugee. Having survived the ordeal, I let out a long sigh of relief. I took out my laptop, set up my programs, tried to calm myself down, and dove into the world of coding. Alright, that should be enough for today. It took a whole day just to implement 2 features, but at least I'm making progress on the software project. Sorry. And why am I like this always in the beginning, in the morning? I don't know. It's like my head is just navigating. I don't know. But at least I'm making progress on the software project for my application. I rub my tired eyes and stretch, just about to take a break when I hear a knock at the door. Oh, it's Mom. Shizuki, are you there? Yes? Mom appears in the room. I heard you had a fight with Dad. When it rains, it pours. He was just lecturing me one-sidedly. He went to see your aunt again yesterday, trying his best to secure a job opportunity for you. Try to understand him a little. But even though the pay isn't great, at least it's an easy and stable job. Mom, you get to do the work you love, so why can't I? Well, my friend, sometimes we are not able to actually do the work we love. And this is like the harsh reality that you come to understand one day in your life. Yeah. You're not going to grad school because you actually love it, right? You're just afraid of earning less than others. I know you too well. Mom, if you really knew me, you'll know what I'm like. This is kind of, I think this is kind of a constant thing unless you have a really healthy, great relationship with your mother, which I think most of us do not have. You always feel like this, like you are not understood by your mother. And I think it has to do with the fact that your mother has like expectations for you, worries too much, do not let you like bang your head in the wall if you need to, because mothers have this, they never want us to get hurt, but they do not understand this, which is like we need to actually bang our heads to actually grow. Okay, parents do kind of have this, which is like they don't understand this thing. This is a very important thing. You need to sometimes to bang your heads to actually grow up. Okay, so they are like, oh, but I am your best friend. Like a mom is like, oh, but I am your best friend. No, they are not, because anything that you confine to them, they are going to make it a big deal, and they are going to judge you, and they are going, while a real friend would not actually do that. Okay, they would just like listen, maybe they would worry, but they would not tell you like, oh, you need to do this, this is the right thing for you, you know. They would not do that. The more people tell me not to do something, the more I want to do it, and I want to do it better than anyone else. She has ambitions. Okay. And besides, I truly am interested in computer science, though I guess you probably won't understand that either. Not having clear-cut right and wrong makes me feel lost and anxious, but computers aren't like that. Just like how math problems have one correct answer, the straightforward nature of programming makes me feel comfortable. Whatever I input, the program will output exactly that. It never lies to me. In the world of computers, I'm in control of everything, and effort always leads to results. Okay. It's nothing, I was just thinking about something. But I don't bother arguing with Mom until I get my acceptance letter. Nothing I say will make a difference. If I get accepted, will you support me, Mom? We'll see how far you can go. Her words only make me want to prove her wrong even more. Now I'll get in no matter what it takes. After watching Mom leave the room, I collapse into my bed, exhausted both mentally and physically. What a long day. Why I want to go to the grad school? Employment, interest, salary, and pride, these are all reasons, but none of them is the fundamental one. The real reason, I pull out my phone and out of habit tap into Haruaki Senpai's chat page. So tired today. Studied all day. Good work, Shizuki. Want some chocolate? I can send you some. A nice reward for hard-working Shizuki. My parents will ask questions if we send it home. Better not. It's like something you may not know. It has nothing to do with this. In my country, and I bet like in most European countries, you cannot send chocolate through, the post mail. You cannot send chocolate. In fact, nor any food. You cannot send. No. Yeah, at least in my country, I can tell you that, yes, we cannot have that type of thing, like Of course, you can go to an online store and buy chocolate and have it like sent to you, but more in like Uber way, okay? Like it's more like in a Uber way. Shipping in the way of like really like shipping, it's actually not allowed. And I had a situation where, because in America is permitted, I had a situation where, well, during that time, it was my ex-husband, but during that time we were just, boyfriend and girlfriend. And he wanted to send me chocolates for the Valentine's Days. And during that time, I was actually in my country, and the chocolate never arrived. Never. He asked me, and I was like, yes, it's not going to come. You should have told me, because he didn't said nothing. You should have told me, because it's never going to arrive. He gave me a number for the tracking, and I actually talked with a woman from the shipping, and she was like saying, oh, Irina, we cannot send, we have the chocolate right in here, and because it arrived in here, but we cannot ship it, and and I was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, what do you want us to do with the chocolate? And I was like, have the chocolate for yourselves, because I know you cannot do it. It's a thing that it goes against the law, okay? So I'm just saying this because if you if you're like in America, and if you ever want to do that kind of surprise or something, like sending, and I would say with any kind of food, and I'm not going to say that it's with every country in here, but it's better, like if you're thinking about sending like some kind of food or chocolate or something to any European countries, I would tell you, better not. Okay, better not. Do not. It's not going to arrive. Okay, it's going to arrive there, but they cannot ship it to your home because of the law. They are going to be like, this arrived in here, and we have to. In fact, they have to put it on the trash. They cannot actually keep it to themselves. But since I talked with the lady and I told her, like, it's fine, just keep it to yourself or your colleagues or something, just don't throw it, because it's a waste. But in truth, they cannot ship it. I'm just telling you this because you probably will not do it. I'm just telling you, if you ever have like that idea, do not do it. Do not. In here it's another kind of situation because they are probably in the same place. Okay. I don't know, and they probably can ship. My parents will ask questions. If you send it home, better not. I see you wouldn't want to cause you trouble. I'll keep a tab then and feed you double when you come to study here. He's so funny as usual. Can I really pass the exam? I have no confidence at all. If you don't pass, I'll never speak to you again. Oh my god. Maybe he's just saying it in kind of a joke way. I don't know. Just kidding. Yeah, I was like, maybe he's just saying in a joke way. I really believe in what you can do. If you pass, we can meet often. Now I'm motivated again. Get some rest, it's late. Good night. Senpai. His messages are always full of gentle encouragement and trust. Whenever things get too hard to handle, just talking to him gives me the strength to keep going. During summer break of my sophomore year, our university hosted an exchange program to visit Ashita Tech headquarters, and I signed it up. During the tour, I lost my phone, and when I went back to look for it, I got separated from my teachers and classmates. I wandered helplessly through the fancy office building alone, with passing employees giving me strange looks, as if I were some time traveler from the past. Need any help? Those were his first words to me. The afternoon sunlight through the floor-to-ceiling windows outlined him in gold, making him look like a messenger through time and space, here just to take me home. He took me to the lost and found, where we finally found my phone after some effort. The teachers had already taken everyone back to the hotel since they couldn't contact me for a while. Senpai called me a taxi, waited until I got in, and made me promise to contact him when I got back. Before the program ended, I asked to meet him again, using my gratitude as an excuse. Senpai had the soft, sandy brown hair and gentle features. When he talked, the corners of his mouth would curl up without him even realizing it, making every conversation with him just lovely. And get this, he was also a top student from Chishima Institute of Technology. Not only was he amazing at his job, but he had such a brilliant mind too. Thank goodness for that lost phone. It brought me to Haruaki Senpai, to my Mr. Right. After I got back, Haruaki Senpai kept in touch and was really eager to chat. We'll text each other every week, and sometimes he'll even stay up late talking with me. Having someone I liked being so proactive made me happy, but it also brought out an insecurity in me I'll never felt before. So I set myself a goal. I'll only ask him out if I got into his alma mater. Alma mater is a Latin word, actually. That's the real reason behind grad school. Okay, I see it now. Understand. With these thoughts, my consciousness slowly fades as I drift into sleep, accompanied by sweet memories. I don't actually know how that feels because I never had the situation of looking into someone and feel like I just fell in love with that person. Like, okay, looking into someone and feeling like some kind of chemistry because, oh my god, he's hot or something like that. Yeah, sure. But really, truly feeling like, I think I'm in love in here. I don't know what that is. I never got in a situation like that. I went into a lot of relationships, but it was never a situation of, I just look at him and I am totally into him, you know. So the beginning. Yeah, I bet this is going to be one of those that is going to have a lot of situations that are going to be like, ooh, drama. Okay, it was kind of like a trailer, right? Finally finished unpacking. When I woke up, I have become a first-year master's student in computer science at Chishima Institute of Technology. If only it were that simple. I walked to the window and gazed at the azure sky. It's August 31st. Sorry. 31st of 2025. For the past year, I've devoted every minute to my studies. Should have taken the freaking asthma thing. After grueling study sessions and a bit of luck I couldn't do without, I finally got my hands on that acceptance letter from CIT. As if that wasn't lucky enough, my full student loan application got approved too. Seeing this, my parents had no choice but to give me their reluctant blessing. But they made me promise, if anything goes wrong with the loan or if I can't graduate on time, I have to pack up and head home right away. Of course, I immediately rushed to tell Haruiki senpai the news. No, Haruaki, I'm sorry. It's the morning and I cannot read. Okay, I got accepted. That's my Shizuki, alright. I knew you had it in you. Shizuki, I have something to tell you. Eh? Don't tell me senpai is going to ask me out too. What is it? I'll rather not say it over text. I'll tell you when we meet. Hey, let me treat you to something nice when you are here. Awesome, when? I'm free. End of the month. Hit me up then, Shizuki. You got it. Can't wait. I'm so happy. I'm no longer that distant person who could only admire him from afar. Now I'm truly his university junior. I was so pumped about starting school that I couldn't wait until the official move-in day. I showed up a day early to get a feel for the place. I actually cannot blame Shizuki for following someone in this matter of like the studies. Yeah, she did it because she likes this guy, she wants to be close to this guy, and she ended up taking like this graduation course. But when I think about myself, when I had to pick like a subject, you know, to follow during my university times, I actually kind of like did the same, not in the way that I was like in love for that person like she is, but it was someone that I had a high regard. You know, he was kind of like a master to me. And I ended up following culture and literature and humanities because I had such praise and such high regard for that person that I ended up choosing something that was related to it, to the subject that he was teaching. Because I felt like, I don't know, it was like he gave me so much, okay, in terms of myself and understanding the world, and I don't know how to put it in another way. I don't know if people have a concept of what it is for you to have kind of like a master. I'm not talking about love, I'm talking about like you having someone that you really admire as like your master, okay? So I also did that. I also followed someone in a certain way, okay? Like and I cannot say that I actually cannot say that I did the best choice, you know, but like her, I also did the same. So I cannot criticize her for picking like this type of subject because she's in love with someone, you know. I was so pumped about starting school that I couldn't wait until the official move-in day. I showed up a day earlier to get a feel for the place. I spent quite some time unpacking and arranging everything in the apartment. Looking at my newly decorated little room, I feel quite satisfied. However, for some reason, I have this strange feeling that someone is in the room with me. Someone is in the room. Are we talking about ghosts? Or are we talking about hidden cameras? I don't know. Never mind, I must be overthinking. I should go check out the research lab next. Not wanting to waste a single moment, I quickly tidy up and head out. However, so this is the famous CIT, it's smaller than I imagined. Following my phone's GPS, I easily find the lab building. Perhaps because classes haven't started yet, the lab building's hallway is completely empty and quiet. Lab 102, this should be it. The door isn't locked. And there's like a guy naked in front of us? Inside Lab 102, a half-naked man is staring at me in surprise. I am actually the one that is surprised. I'm going to tell you why. Usually it's not always. Usually in Eastern type of visual novels, you do not have nipples. Yes, you do not have. They have like some kind of like a conscious thing with nipples, even when it's in guys. And I don't know if you ever saw that, even when they are like taking photos and putting like in social media, and they are like, what is the call of it? The swimming wear that guys use, and it's not coming into my mind, whatever. And they always put like some emoji or something hiding their nipples. It's like a conscious thing for most Asian people. They do not like to have that exposed, the nipples. Yes, even in guys, they do not like that. They feel like it's too much intimate, and that's why I'm like, we have nipples in here. I'm like, what? Okay. I'm surprised. I am surprised with that. I'm too shocked to speak, never expecting to encounter such a scene in a research lab. Not knowing what to do, I stand there staring at him for 5 seconds. I'm so sorry. No mistake, it is definitely 102. What was that all about? Who changes clothes in a research lab? Although, I couldn't help but recall what I just saw. His skin is fairer than most, with well-defined muscles. And he had like at least the 8 pack, didn't he? I think he did. The pink buds on his chest caught my eye. Pink buds, the nipples. He has such a nice body. I wonder which department he's from and if he has a girlfriend. No. I already have someone I like. Maybe I should just head back for today. Footsteps echo through the hallway, growing closer. I glance up and spot a guy with glasses hurrying down the hallway, his black bangs falling over his eyes as he kept his head down. He looks my age, probably another student here. He definitely notices me but doesn't say a word, just heads straight for room 102. At the door, he stops and hesitates for a moment before turning to look at me. Hey. Why are you just standing there? Do you need something? I'm new. You are new? Now I remember. So you are Shizuki, right? The professor told me about you. Nice to meet you. I'm Tetsu. We're in the same research group. Hello, Tetsu-senpai. No, I'm not your senpai. We are in the same year. Okay. Not my senpai, but he seems quite familiar with this place. By the way, why aren't you going in? Is nobody inside? Well, about that... Oh, Masaki, you are here. Good morning, Tetsu. This is Shizuki, the new member of our research group. You... hello. You two know each other? We just met. I just didn't pay attention to Masaki's face. You already met? Since he's here in the lab, that means we must be in the same research group. Having such a handsome classmate is kind of exciting. No, the one I like is Haruaki-senpai. I arrived earlier than the semester start. I hope I'm not causing any trouble. I quickly changed the subject. It's no trouble, but we haven't set up your lab computer yet. Exactly, I'm totally unprepared for this. Huh? It's not like you need to prepare anything, you just hang around all day anyway. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? I need to prepare myself to welcome the new classmate in every sense. Excuse me, but is Masaki also a first-year student? Yeah, both Masaki and I are first years. This research group was established very recently. We are the first batch. They seem quite close already. It's hard to imagine they are new students like me. As if sensing my confusion, Masaki explains. Though we are first years, Tetsu and we are undergrads here. Oh, okay, I see. These two continued straight into graduate school here. No wonder they are so familiar with everything. We also had a teaching assistant, but he rarely comes to the lab. A teaching assistant, which probably is Yonhi. I'm going to call him like that. I know. Sorry, I'm really sorry, Chinese people. I know it is said in another. I think it's like Yonhe, but I don't want to say it without, actually knowing it. Yeah, a postdoctorate. He's helping us with our research, but don't expect too much from him. By the way, what were you doing outside earlier? Were you waiting for someone? That was... Great, Tetsu's bringing that up again. I have no idea what to say. Oh right, Shizuki, you haven't activated your student account yet, have you? Student account? Hey, why are you suddenly changing the subject? Masaki completely ignores Tetsu and continues. You need to activate it before classes start because you need to register for courses in the system. Before classes start, isn't that tomorrow? I'll go activate it right away. Ah, wait. I make a mad dash out of there. Shizuki sure is in a hurry. Hey, what was that all about? You're acting weird today. Usually you put on that fake enthusiasm whenever you see a girl, but today you are all nervous. What do you mean, fake enthusiasm, whenever I see a girl? I'm just as enthusiastic with boys too. You are missing the point here. Why did Shizuki act so weird when she saw you? What was she doing in front of the door anyway? Who knows? Speak. So I got coffee all over myself this morning. Yeah, and then Shizuki walked in while I was changing into my spare shirt. You changed right at your desk? Usually it's just you who comes back here. Even I don't want to see you naked. Go change in the bathroom next time. Yes, I got it. Back at my apartment, I activated my student account and registered for courses. I have 3 courses this semester: English, software development, and human-computer interaction. In here is more like you need the first year. I don't know if they change it, to be honest, since the COVID, now that I'm thinking about it. But it used to be like the first year you would need it to go to the university and do it with someone in there to register for the subjects and the courses, and then the subjects and all of it. Then all of the other years you needed to do it online, the register kind of thing. Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know, since COVID, I don't actually know if it's still like that. Still got no clue about how the classes and exams work. Guess I'll have to bug those two from the research group about it. Got caught up in all this new student paperwork and stuff. Before I knew it, it's already evening. Night falls. After washing up and changing clothes, I crawl into bed, but sleep won't come. Let's see what went down today. Although I haven't met the professor yet, I got to know two cohorts from the same research group, Tetsu and Masaki. And then I accidentally walked in on Masaki changing. It was too embarrassing, but it was quite a feast for the eye, wasn't it? Chaos plus 12. Tetsu seems quite stern, and although I already told you, and I keep telling you, I am not the biggest fan of guys that really have those pecs. I am not. I like lean guys, and they do not need to have any kind of pecs in there, okay? Showing up. So I actually prefer those, but that's me. That's my personal preference. Tetsu seems quite stern, and Masaki, well, it's too early to judge, but he doesn't seem quite a weird person. They both did their undergraduate studies here and stayed for graduate school. They must be excellent students. I'm sure I'll need their help from time to time. I should try to get along well with them to ensure a smooth graduation. Also, ever since this morning, I felt like someone's watching me in this apartment. Oh, we probably have a hidden camera in here, even though I'm clearly alone in here. Am I just being paranoid? My phone chimes. It's a message from Haruaki-senpai. Are you asleep? Not yet. Did you check in smoothly? Yeah, already got my stuff unpacked and met the folks from my research group. Look at you, already crushing it. So, when are you gonna treat me to something fancy? First Saturday in October work for you? What would you like to eat? Seafood buffet. Okay, she likes that. Sure, I'll pick you up at the station. Great. You must be exhausted today. Get some rest soon. Good night. I was so happy that I added a heart. I wonder how Haruaki-senpai will react. Maybe he found it awkward. Such like... I was actually going to say more like a Japanese thing. That's such like a Japanese thing, which is like they're always like this reluctant to say something, and when they say, they are still reluctant about what they actually said. It's like they do have like that. Tons. So good night. And yeah, he also gave like a heart too. Thank goodness. This weekend I'll tell him about my feelings. I can't sleep. What should I do? I kind of want to do it. A long black tin box had appeared on the bed. Long black tin box. It was one of the many personal items I specifically brought from home. Oh, wait, maybe it's something else that I'm thinking. Okay. When packing, I told my parents it was for storage. I could never reveal its true purpose to them. I climbed onto the bed, buried my face in the pillow, and positioned the box between my legs. Yeah, okay. So they are calling it like a box, but I do suppose it's a dildo. Okay, I bet it's kind of like a dildo. The thing is, she's been feeling watched in there since she went to this place. And if it was me, I would actually not feel comfortable until I was actually certain that there was like no camera in there. Okay, I would not feel okay by doing that. Like, if she already had like that intuition, that feeling, like I would say, if it was me, I would not be able, because I would keep like having that feeling inside of me, you know? I can remember when it started, maybe in middle school or even earlier. At first, I just found it comforting. Later, whenever I saw adult content in videos or novels, I wanted to do it. That's when I connected it to masturbation. There is nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with you wanting to masturbate. So, are we going to like blame, shame people women that masturbate when guys do it all the time? I mean, honestly, you know? It's totally fine that you want to do it too. You know, it's something that it's also kind of like biological inside of you. So, in high school, I only did it occasionally, but after entering university, my desires grew stronger and I started doing it more frequently. You also have like moments, because we have this hormonal cycle, you know. So yes, you do have like even like months that you do more and months that you don't even do it, and it goes into this hormonal kind of like cycle kind of thing. So, however, I don't have much experience. Boys who approach me just bring back memories of those disgusting looks and comments from high school. My first boyfriend was the only one who respected me, but after trying a few times, he lost interest. This past year, with my secret crush on a distant senpai, I've only been able to soothe the desires through self-pleasure. While this is normal for adult women, I had a nagging feeling that my desires were stronger than most. Well, yes, some women are more into it than others and have more fun than others because of other situations that are inside of us too. What troubled me more was the erotic content alone no longer satisfied me. I needed to fantasize about people I knew to reach the climax. For the past year, Haruaki Senpai has been staring in all my nighttime fantasies. Though I still can't tell him about my feelings, I've indulged in countless wild fantasies about him. Once the heat of the moment passes, I lie curled up for a while, catching my breath. Eventually, I drag myself out of the bed to clean up the box. Oh, this actually kind of messes with our, status too. Okay, so it relieves our stress, but it also creates more chaos. Okay. No one can ever know about what I think and do. We all do it, girl. Don't worry. We all do it. The next day. The issue is that she might be... She probably was seen or something, since there might be like a hidden camera in there. And I don't know if there's going to be a situation of blackmailing in here involved. Yoo-hoo. There is a fox in the room. What? Huh? Looking full of life today. This fox is talking to me. Never thought you'll be into that kind of thing. This fox saw me masturbating. Huh? It saw me. Eh? Wah! Stop spraying bug spray at me. I take some time to calm myself down. I'm not hallucinating. There really is a talking fox in front of me. I stare at it warily, ready to run at any moment. Well, seems you don't remember. Can't blame you though, given the state you were in back then. I'm the Inari's messenger. Okay. In a what? Ah, how pitiful are modern humans. You can't even remember names longer than 3 syllables. To accommodate your tiny brain capacity, just call me Fox Spirit. Thanks, I guess. Wait, that's not the point here. As for the rest, I'm too lazy to explain. Just wait until you remember it yourself. I can't understand a single thing this fox is saying. Relax, just do whatever you need to do and pretend I don't exist. How could I possibly ignore you? Why not? Nobody else in this world can see me except you. Feel better now? How is that supposed to make me feel better? A talking fox suddenly appears in my room, spouts a bunch of nonsense, and tells me to ignore its existence. You're just confusing me even more with all this vague nonsense. Why should I even listen to a word you say? The fox's narrowed eyes suddenly open wide, revealing ominous blood-red pupils. The air in the room instantly freezes. A chill runs down my spine, leaving me speechless. The overwhelming pressure feels like it would crush me. I instantly realized that the unnatural gaze from yesterday came from this. What kind of horror game development is this? This apartment must be cursed, right? That has to be it. To be honest, I am kind of more relieved that it's some kind of a fox spirit than actually a camera, a hidden camera, as I was telling you, because I was seriously like, are we going to get like a blackmail kind of situation here? Looks like I'll have to give you a little demonstration. My heart is racing out of control. Eh? My wallet suddenly bulges. Money. Okay. That's actually not a lot, but sure, I'll take it. It's not actually a lot. Okay. Do you get it now? I'm something that shouldn't exist in this world, with powers that shouldn't exist either. I can feel your wallet instantly or hang you from the ceiling without breaking a sweat. If I were you, I'll do as the fox spirit says. Following my words might not bring benefits, but not following them will definitely bring consequences. This is clearly a threat, but I strongly sense that defying it would lead to far worse consequences than just being hung from the ceiling. Besides, the money in my wallet is very real. At least tell me what your purpose is. Purpose? So you don't remember that either, huh? I'm here to fulfill your wish. My wish? Indeed. Go out there and live different lives. Once you've seen all the possible endings, your memories should come floating back. I don't understand. What exactly do you want me to do? I told you, I'm here to help fulfill your wish. It's not about what I want you to do, but what you want to do. Only you know the answer, so you must remember it yourself. But before that, you seem to have forgotten even the basics. Let me explain. Let's start the game tutorial. To remember your wish, please try to step into others' lives. Keep raising someone's affection and you'll enter his story. Of course, if you raise two people's affections together, you'll enter a more complicated love triangle story. Affection can be raised through chatting, texting, praising, giving gifts, and spending time together. Each action can only raise affection once per day. If you don't meet or text someone for a while, their affection will decrease. Now for the menu. Wow, there are so many options. Focus on the lesson. This is status, where you can check your academic performance, stress, charm, and chaos. Charm and chaos. The higher your charm, the faster boys' affection grows when you spend time together. Chaos will affect certain choices you'll understand as you go along. This is the affection menu, where you can see the boy's affection, desire, and other status. This is your phone, which you can use to send messages. Texting helps build relationships and learn more about everyone. Oh, look, you've got a message already. Check it out. So it comes from Masaki. Morning, it's Masaki. Professor's holding a group meeting today. Don't forget to come to the lab. Oh, right. I'm really sorry about yesterday. Please forget about it. Thanks for the reminder. See you soon. Don't worry about yesterday. What did he say? What did he say? See, like the eternal thing of me putting things in the past. Because for us, it's as I said, for us, it's constantly like this. If it happened, it's already in the past. I cannot continue saying that. What did it say in the present? It's not present anymore. It happened already. Yeah. So I keep having, like, you already noticed probably that I keep putting the verbs in the past because in my own languages, for us, everything that happened is already in the past. Like, it happened right now, but it's already in the past. I don't know how to put it in another way. Nothing. Anyway, texting gives you small affection boosts, but they might not reply if they aren't that close to you. Next is the map, which lets you move around town. You can only go out on weekends though, yeah. But it would make more sense to, like, first start by texting, right? And then, like, probably going out with them, I don't know. This is the calendar where you can check special dates. At least for Asian people, I think that's like the most common thing. You start by texting and then you go out. This is your bag where you can check your items. Finally, the system page where you can save, load, view history, and check unlocked moments and endings. On Sundays, you can move around on the map. On weekdays, you can only choose between study, work on the thesis, part-time job, or rest. Okay. All right. Chat with them often. Chat with me, sorry. Often, who knows, I might leak some secrets to you. Okay, so he's going to be like the guy that is going to give us some kind of support. That's about it. Oh, what fun things await us. I can't wait. Wait, how long are you planning to stay here? Isn't it obvious? Until your wish comes true, of course. From now on, we are roommates. What? If I push too hard with questions, I might just make it angry. Maybe I should just leave it in my room for now. Who knows? It might be gone when I get back. I need to head to the lab soon. Better not to be late. I hope everyone's wearing clothes today.